Hey beauties, it's Fafa here coming to you guys with another video. Today's video is going to be how I got this Valentine's Day inspired look. I really love how it turned out, and I'm also using a new palette which I'm going to do a review on, and I'm probably going to upload that right after this video. So if you want to see how I got this pretty girly pinks cut crease smoky eye type thing, keep watching and I will see you at the end of this video. Bye. Okay, it feels good to be back. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids, and I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish 24 Hour because I found that once this is dry, it's like glue. Your eyeshadow really sticks, and that's what I need for this look. So, oh, I should have done my eyebrows first. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows after this. Don't mind any noise you might hear in the background because my brother's watching TV and he really doesn't care about whether or not I need silence for this video. So okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is set this eyeshadow primer with a translucent powder. I'm going to use the one in my Tarte palette. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as it's like white or bone colored, and we're just setting it so that your eyeshadow doesn't skip. And I'm gonna prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish. The nose is where like my foundation tends to separate. My forehead, I have a burn mark. If you see it, life, there's a burn mark on my forehead. So we're gonna go straight to the eyes now. I'm gonna crack open my Juvia's Place Saharan palette, which I'm definitely going to have a first impressions video on right after this one, so please stay tuned for that. So this will be my first impressions now, but I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it in the next video, just so that this video isn't like 20 years long. So we're going to get right into the eyes, and the first color I'm going to use is Sokoto. I don't know how it's pronounced, so if anybody from the Fulani culture that can correct me, I'm sure you know y'all can handle that. But I'm going into that color. I'm gonna put inserts on over here of all of the colors so that you guys can see it a little clearer. Now I'm going to wipe my brush with the color switch. Y'all know I always use the color switch. I'm gonna use my color switch to wipe off the excess on the brush because y'all know I like to use this in between so that I don't have to keep switching brushes. And I'm just going to blend out the edges just to make sure that it's not harsh. Once I get the color payoff that I think I want, I'm going to go into the next color, which is called Jamila. And it's like a burnt orange color, which hopefully you'll be able to see right here. I'm just gonna put that directly underneath. Woo! Yes, Jamila, come through, Jamila. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to apply this a little bit lower. Woo! Woo! I'm getting chills. This is so pretty. These colors are so pigmented, I can't even deal. And you just kind of want to make sure that you blend it out really well so that there's like a seamless transition between the two shades. Like so. I don't know if you can see it. But the next color I'm going to use is actually not from the Juvia's Place palette. I'm going to crack open the Modern Renaissance palette and get... Y'all know I have trouble opening these boxes. I'm gonna use my Mikasa Beauty brush in the number E300, and I'm going to dip into Venetian Red, which is right here. It's like the only color that's not getting super bright on me. And I'm gonna apply that underneath all the other colors, kind of in the crease as well, just to like, what? I forget how great this palette is every time. But I don't want too much color. I just kind of want to deepen the crease a little bit and apply some type of dimension into the crease, especially because these are really intimidating colors, so you want to make sure you blend a lot. Like even after I do all of this, I'm still going to blend like one more time just to make sure that these colors are like really blending together well. So now I'm going to take the pencil brush that from Mikasa Beauty. This is one of my favorite brushes. It blends so nicely and it's so small, so it can really get into the crease and give you like good detail work. And sometimes you need a brush that can really just get into the crease and give you what you need, and that doesn't blow out the color so much. So I'm going to dip into my chocolate bar palette and get into this color. It's called Cherry Cordial. And I'm going to take my pencil brush and I'm going to apply this straight in my crease all the way around. It's okay if you get some into your lid because we're going to be cleaning that up later. So don't really worry too much about, you know, keeping it away from your lid or anything. And I'm just going to blend out the edges into all of the colors I just placed because I don't want it to be super harsh. Using a light touch because I don't want to take away too much product. And so if you feel like there's not enough product, you can add more and then blend it out and add more and blend it out. Okay, so I'm going to take this primer and put a little bit on the back of my wrist or the palm of my hand. And then I'm going to dip my brush in it like so. And then apply it onto the lid where I'm going to place my star of the show. So we're gonna start in the middle. And this is especially good for people who have hooded lids because then you can kind of keep it from getting onto like the rest of your eyeshadows, which tends to happen if you have hooded lids. So I'm gonna do this one at a time just because I don't want it to dry. Now we're going to dip into Fula, which again, I'm gonna put everything here. I'm going to apply my liner and my lashes off camera and then get to the rest of my face, so I'll be back. Okay, so I applied my lashes and my eyeliner, so I'm just going to get right to the concealer. And I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amande. And I'm just going to apply this. Oh, and I have my foundation on as well. I'll put my foundation on off camera, which is why my earrings are off and everything. So yeah, let's get to the concealer. So I want my skin to be a little bit more highlighted than normal. So on the outer parts, I'm going to apply the Urban Decay just to make it a little brighter. So I'm taking the Urban Decay and just putting just a few lines on the outer corner. Just really just a little bit. Okay, so now that my concealer is on, I'm going to set it with the Sasha Buttercup. I haven't used this in a while because usually in the winter my skin is just too dry for it, but I'm gonna do it today because once again I want my skin to be like super highlighted. So, but what I've learned is that if you have dry skin and you want to bake, do it on a damp beauty blender because it'll kind of give you a little bit of moisture. And also make sure you have your setting spray handy so that it can break up some of that powder when you brush everything off, so that it doesn't look super ashy. So while that's baking for like 3.5 seconds, I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Ooh, my eyes are looking good, aren't they? Woo, getting my life. I'm gonna set the rest of my face with my L'Oreal True Match in C8 as always. I think I put this on Twitter not too long ago, but if you guys have a setting powder that you guys swear by, leave them in the comments below because I want to kind of use different ones, but this is just, I don't know. I honestly think that I hold on to it because it was like the first piece of like foundation or I mean, I know it's not real foundation, like it's a really light coverage, but it was my first like makeup in high school. So I think maybe that's why I hold on to it, but who knows. Anyway, so I'm gonna brush off Sasha with the same brush just because it has some of my powder in it, just so that it doesn't look super, super bright. Okay, so next for me is to contour. Y'all know I use the TarteistxShayla palette contour color, this one right here. So I'm just gonna use that to carve out my cheekbones. I'm like loving this eye right now. That's why I keep looking at myself. I'm loving it. Ooh, it's so pretty. Ooh, I can't even take it. We're good to go. So if you want to go a little extra, you can take, I'm going to take this Tartelette color right here and just sweep it under my cheekbone real quick, just to make them look, you see that? Yeah. And then I'm going to brush it off. Now, y'all see that, right? The more you know, man. The more you know. Now that we're finished with the face, for the most part, we're gonna get back to the eyes. So I'm going to apply pretty much the same things that I put under my on my lids onto my eyes, minus all the shimmers. So all the non-shimmers. So I'm starting with Sokoto. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I keep pronouncing it wrong, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna apply it in my lower lash line. Give me a little Sokoto in my life. When I don't know how to pronounce something, I'd say everything with like a Haitian accent, because it's the only accent I could do well. So, ma mette Sokoto, tanku kuto, ma mette Sokoto. Okay. So the next color I'm going to use is actually the color in the Modern Renaissance palette, the Venetian red. I'm just going to put that in there as well, just because it's really pigmented. And then last but not least, I'm going to finish it off with the Cherry Cordial. So this color right here. And I'm not going to bring it all the way through, just like a third of the way. Alrighty. The next thing I'm going to do is apply blush, and I'm using the e.l.f. palette to apply it. I'm going to use this pink color just because it goes with the theme, and I'm going to use the Mikasa brush in the color F11. I'm sure you guys know already, but I'm affiliated with Mikasa Beauty, so if you want to try out any of these brushes, I have a coupon code in the description bar so that you can get your life. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply some highlighter, and I'm going to use this fan brush, and I'm going to use the color, this champagne color. I was going to use a rose gold, but again, it's far, I don't feel like getting up, so I'm just going to use this and put this at the highest points of my cheekbones, like so. I feel like on Valentine's Day you should do a little like lit from within glow, like the glow that people think is just your beautiful skin. I feel like that's what you should do on Valentine's Day. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is apply my lipstick, and it's going to be the Chilli color from ColourPop. I feel like a good nude will work with this. And this is the finished look. I love how this turned out. Like, this couldn't have gone any better for me. It transferred a little bit to my upper lip, but that's okay. I think this is cute for Valentine's Day. I was so totally rocked this look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.